Alright, it's safe to say that 2025 is filled with the most interesting slang that I've ever seen. I thought last year's slang was hard to understand until I came across the slang from this year. Because I deadass feel like I'm at a 9 to 5 trying to keep up with all the slang. Unemployment feels like its own category of job at this point. Or J*B, my bad. But yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to use all this in a real life server. They would all look at me like I'm an alien. Unless someone else understands it too. They would think I'm predicting the next meme for 2026. But anyway, let's go over the new slang updates of this year. Now, first we have Gert. Who the hell is Gert, bro? What the fuck? I just started seeing this spawn in literally like 4 days ago. But it really confused me because it just made no sense at all at first. And then I started to pick up on it. It was like a caveman discovering an iPhone for the first time. This is what it's gonna feel like watching this video if you haven't been on TikTok at all yet this year. Me, yogurt. Gert, ... Me, yo, Gert. And that's how it all came to be. Because someone separated yo and Gert. And it's like you're saying hi to your homie Gert instead of saying yogurt. Do you want a better explanation? That's what it is. And yeah, this was posted by the Portland Trailblazers, by the way. Just let that sink in. The NBA is posting peak unemployment. Now, next we gotta talk about unemployment, since I just mentioned it. This is honestly my new favorite slang. And it's just funny how the word unemployment became so popular out of nowhere. It went from a bad thing to a lifestyle. Employment, it's just really scary, bro. It was so scary when I saw this video on my For You page. It jump scared me. I'm quivering in my boots over here. I need a breather, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm back. But bro, don't scare me like that next time. Halloween is nowhere near. And that's basically the unemployment meme. But yeah, everyone just embraces this unemployment lifestyle. And it's hilarious. Next, we have brick by brick. Now, this one took me a while to get, but we're here. It makes sense once you think about it. If you've ever seen this in the comments on a reel, pretty much someone built their algorithm brick by brick. And if they like the reel, they'll comment on it saying they built their For You page brick by brick. Basically just saying they liked the video that they saw. Or if it was like a mythical poll, like Poll of the Ages, they'll say some shit like that. Next, we have names like Kevin, Liam, Sam. Not even trolling. Actual human names have a code meaning on TikTok. If I went through all the names, we would be here all day. New slang updates. Kevin equals something bad. Owen equals something good. James equals something mid. Noah equals anything bad. Samuel equals real. And Gert at the bottom saying yo. What is Gert even doing here, bro? Like, Gert is just gonna be some random spawn in every video now at this point. New slang just dropped. David. Anything that's rage bait. For example, when someone says, sorry, Zahid won this trend, you reply with, chat, is this David? TS slang is so Owen. What the fuck? I deadass feel like I'm reading Shakespearean language at this point. It's just that sophisticated. This is like me reading a 1700s passage. This is what it felt like reading it for the first time. POV, you open TikTok and see your name being used as the new slang word. That was some majestic heat that just hit my ears. At this point, I could see my name tomorrow on TikTok, and I'm just gonna pray it has a good meaning. But these new slang updates are dropping like goddamn patch notes every day. It's like I gotta fucking bust out a whole study guide for this shit. Well, wait, guys, no fear. We have a study guide. Every new slang term, alert emoji. And there they all are on the screen. What? I didn't think there was that many. What the fuck? Yeah, sorry, bro. I'm not going over all of these in the video. I think I'm good, bro. I think I got a perfect pass not to. I think the names we can all group into one. It's usually like something corny, something good, bad, mid, something disgusting. It's literally harder than Spanish. I'm not even trolling. This shit is harder than Spanish because there's no way in hell I'm memorizing all of this. Abbreviations. Okay, so now recently there have been some new ones, of course. And there's other people on TikTok trying to change the meaning of old ones even too. But yeah, we'll start with TS, which means this shit, and people are now trying to change it to this. We got I can't lie, we got PMO, which paved the way for so many more abbreviations to drop, which we all know. ICL, TS, PMO. I can't lie, this shit pisses me off. Now, if you didn't even know what that meant originally, this is your first time hearing it, you know what? That means you go outside. Good job. But if you already felt like that was too much, well, too bad, there's more. New slang just dropped. Curb. Chill, I'm rage baiting. Variations. Chill, bro, I'm rage baiting. And we got Surg. Chill, real, I'm rage Gerting. What the hell am I reading? And then we got Gert on the bottom. I'ma keep it a Gert. That's what that means, apparently. Where did this even come from, bro? I guess from I'ma keep it a buck. That's my best guess, but what does keeping it a Gert even mean? Or rage Gerting? Like, at this point, I just think it's just a nothing burger term. At this point, I just think people say it just to troll. This has got to be the most unemployed year of TikTok, by far. I'm not even done with the video yet. I'm just curious to see if any of these new updates even end up going mainstream, which, honestly, they might not even go mainstream. Because anytime it does, people just comment about how the joke's over. Emojis. Now, emojis have really been taken over this year. Not only is there a new influx of confusing slang, we got emojis as well. I guess everyone finally got sick of the skull emoji. I don't know. But now we got new contenders, such as the rose emoji, the dead battery emoji, the broken heart emoji. Now, if you were to text just any random Joe that isn't on TikTok, they would probably have no clue what you're even saying. If you said some shit like, I can't lie, you PMO with the rose emoji, the heartbreak and the rose emoji are basically a part of the brain rot starter pack of the year. The more you see it, the closer you get to unemployment. Like, for real, I think every reel I've seen in this new meme era have had these emojis in it. And they all essentially mean the same thing as the broken heart emoji. The only reason the rose emoji is around is because the broken heart went too mainstream. So people just decide to use the rose emoji instead. People will use these emojis to troll when they're just disappointed about something. Like, let's say I cover something stupid in the Big 25. Let's say I covered Andrew Tate in the Mighty 25. For example, someone would say like Andrew Tate in the Big 25 and put all these emojis. Like, the whole rose emoji doesn't even have a meaning at all, bro. It's just a complete troll. And there's even more like the wheat emoji. Like, yeah, no, there's so many. At this point, every TikTok user, they're just gonna have their own custom emojis that they use with their own meanings. Now, already, if that wasn't enough emojis for the year, we even got more. We got more that represent positivity, growth, and healing. These three emojis, the planted rose, the bandaged heart, and the charged battery. These emojis show signs of recovery. Let's say brain rot versus brain nourishment. Or if it's a video is brain nourishment, they'll put these emojis, these positive emojis. But I guess, I don't know, if I went on a crazy gym arc, if I was 500 pounds and fat, people would start commenting rose emojis, are we dead ass? This dude's fat as hell. And then all of a sudden, I go on a weight loss journey on TikTok. They will start commenting these emojis. Now we got the absolute cinema emoji, which is the two hand emojis and then the straight face emoji in the middle. This one is one of my personal favorites. I mean, look how tough this is. What if we just started placing that shit in comment sections instead of saying absolute cinema? Now, where this emoji originated from is, well, obviously the meme absolute cinema, where people would ironically say some shit is heat even though it's not. Or sometimes they could mean it. They could mean it. But I haven't really seen this one that much on the For You page. The rose emoji, though, has been spammed. Now we have a peace emoji, usually with the crying emoji or the laughing emoji, which this all originated from Young Thug's Boy Slow Down tweet in like 2016. Okay, this one's been around for a while, but I've been seeing it more and more on TikTok for some reason. But basically in 2016, Young Thug tweeted, "Boy Slow Down dropping all that BS music," followed up by these emojis. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward meme, and honestly, it's one of my favorites. Like, it's just such an iconic tweet. Like, some people probably had that shit hanging up on their wall. Now that we've gone over new emoji updates, we have to discuss trigger words in 2025. Never utter these on the internet, guys, all right? Just don't do it. Job. I know, holy shit. I know, I gotta wash my mouth with soap later. All right, calm down. Pull your torches away. It's all right. I'm just explaining the definition, so no one else says it again, all right? It's all good. But jobs is basically a joke trigger word on TikTok or Reels. And even in my own comment section from last week's video, I was asked to censor such disgusting, deplorable words. The J and the E word. But yeah, this all just got way too hard to keep up with. Like, there was so much lore digging I had to do for this video. But I just love how jobs just became that much of a meme to the point where people are censoring it. That's just hilarious. And not even just that. When someone goes on about something unemployed, like I just did for this video, people would comment, "Jobs, bro, jobs." Just to show that that was peak unemployment. The internet really is its own language at this point. Like, it really is gonna be studied for decades by historians. Or maybe we'll get skipped over. But yeah, comment "Jobs, bro, jobs" if you made it this far into the video. And speaking of jobs, I know, sorry, trigger word again, I have a video about them right here. The worst ones, so you can stay unemployed. But go watch it anyway. Just watch the video. Go now.